Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. It's Moises, and today I'm going to break down how I made $15,000 in about 12 hours. I took two trades. One was on Euro USD with my Funder account and the other with my personal on gold, both on Thursday. I also took another trade on Friday where I called the exact low of the week on the XY on my private Discord. It was pretty wild. And I made around $3,200. But for this video, we're just gonna focus on these first two trades that I took on Thursday with gold and euro because they were so valuable. All the information, everything I was thinking, my strategy, why did I enter at that specific time? I believe it's going to be super helpful for you to understand and internalize everything I was doing. And I'm sure that when you leave this video, when you finish it, you're going to feel like you have improved so much and you will have improved and become a far better trader than you were just before starting it. So let's begin. Let's begin like we always do, teleporting ourselves to the beginning of the week. So to talk like if we were looking here live, the market, it's so much better. And what is the first thing that we must do once we open a chart? Or even before entering a trade? A lot of people, they say, okay, you need to have clear your target. You need to have a clear invalidation, which an invalidation and a stop loss is not a random high or low that you pick on the chart. It's an invalidation of your plan. Target, invalidation, and an entry. Where are you going to enter your trade? These are the essentials that you need to use before you ever enter any trade. But there's another fourth thing that most people forget. And that is the thing that you must do before we begin the week, before we begin the day. And that is, where is price going to go? What is the higher time frame weekly candle gonna expand? What is my weekly bias? What is my plan for today? Where is the daily candle gonna expand? Is it gonna be open, make a high, make a low and close? That is the first thing you must ask yourself. What is smart money doing? Is smart money long? Is smart money short? Is smart money rejecting this high to take it to these lows? And that's exactly what was happening here on the XY. If you look at this chart, this is a weekly. We had the first week, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Therefore, what I was looking for is a move, an expansion from this weekly candle to this low. What is it we have? Weekly FBG. Always combining liquidity with a higher time frame key level. Now, just by knowing this, just by understanding the XY, and where we are going on the higher time frame, I already have all my plans for all the other markets. Stock market, indices, for gold, for euro and all the other forex currencies. And the lower time frame is gonna follow whatever the higher time frame, whatever smart money wanna take price on, whatever smart money target they have, there we will go. Regardless if we have a bullish market structure shift here, if we have an FBG, whatever you guys are using, a breaker, those things on the lower time frame are gonna get broken through. easily if price is to expand lower on the higher time frame. So we had a clear plan for the XY. Specifically, I didn't mark this low because I wanted price to dig into the FVG. And if we go here to the lower time frame, you can see it clearly. We have all these lows right here. You could even mark this, right? So yeah, pretty clean. We had the high. We don't have a clear close below the key candle, the candle that digs into the liquidity and the key level. So it wasn't really clear yet on Monday to have an entry, and was also the inauguration from Trump. So I would say it was kind of gamble to enter a trade on Monday expecting the XY to expand, so I was waiting. And we got the expansion on Monday. On Tuesday, we got this move. And then Wednesday, we have this. Now, if you pay attention, we've reached the first low. However, is this a good dig into the liquidity? No. Whenever you have a higher time frame liquidity pool such as this, you want to see price digging well into the liquidity, closing candles, having a good dig. This is too shallow. This is nothing. It's just building more liquidity to incite people to buy, to then stop them out again before the real move happens. Therefore, any move that we have up is an opportunity to short. And this was the plan. So as soon as I saw this, it was Wednesday, and Thursday was the day that I took the trades, both in gold and in euro. On gold with my personal and euro with my funded. Here, on the private Discord, I shared this. It was Wednesday at 1 p.m. Spain time. 4-hour FVG. We got the expansion here of Monday with the gap. Tuesday did nothing, just range. Wednesday again range, take the low. And then I was looking for a very common pattern that happens very often on price, which I will explain you right now. But I was looking for a move to digging into this 4-hour FVG with the liquidity to then reach the target. So there are two things that make this trade very high probability. That is, we have a clear key level. We have a clear key level and a clear target. Now let's look at EU so we can understand better what was going on. Just like in DXY, you can observe here the candle range as well on EU. We bounce. The exact low was the monthly key candle right here. You can see on the daily key candle digging into the low. Not yet a convincing real market structure shift, but just like in DXY, the weekly chart was telling you the full story, was telling you the full picture. Could you mark it like this, the candle range? I say it's valid, but I prefer doing it like this. Because if we're going to take this high, it is highly likely that we'll take this one. And if you look at the lower time frame, you see here how we fall short of the first high of the weekly candle. And here we dig into it. And now what happens? Oh, we also fell short here of the high I was targeting. This one. So what can we do now? We can look for the long here. Now the pattern I wanted to explain to you, that is very common. In every move, you will always see it. And that is, before we hit the key level, so we actually saw this pattern twice, not only in this move and where I long, but also here. You see how, let's say that you're long here, you take a long on Monday on London before we get this expansion, and when you're up here, you're in deep profits. And now what the market makers do to shake out the traders that are in deep profits is they always, before hitting the target, they make a retracement, and then they don't hit it yet. They form a range, they gather liquidity, and they sweep the low of that range to then hit the target and shake the people that are long from this move. Let's say that you're long here with 10 lots before the move happens. Right here you're $12,000 in profit. Then you get the retracement. Let's say you move your stop loss and entry, you're back at 4,800, 3,700. So it's not something very pleasing, you know, when you're going from $12,500 in profit to going now to 3,000. So one thing I like to do is, before we hit the real key level, since I can expect this, I like to monitor the lower time frame here. And as soon as I see signs that we're forming some sort of a high, like here, I close my trade. And I would rather close my trade with $11,000 in profit than hold it down to 3,000, then going back and making 15,000. This is just something that you can think about and you can observe. It always happens. It happened in DXY, it happened right now in Euro. You can see it every week. In every move, you'll always have this last liquidity sweep before the real target is reached. Now, again, it happened again, the same thing here. So this was the retracement, and then we got another expansion, and we fall short from the target, just like in DXY. What is the key level I was looking at here? We had this FBG, which is good to be aware of, but I'm looking at this low. I would like price to take this liquidity, do a false breakout of the low, and expand towards the target. You can observe it. This was Wednesday closing now. Can put. And now we start a new day. We start Thursday. Now, if my plan is too long, what will I be looking for? I'll be expecting the day to open, smash, make a low into the key level. This will be the wick of the daily candle. And then expand. And then close. Make a high and close the day. That is the whole thing I'm looking for. And then in order to enter, what do? I look for a lower time frame confirmation to enter that trade. So let's observe here we have London. And now we made a low here, sweeping the liquidity. And a lot of people would have been fooled thinking that this is the low. Now we have the key candle, we close above it. We seem to close up this high as well, breaking it truly. So why not? This can be the high. Look at the 1 hour. These are signs. The candles are telling you. Do we close out this? Nope. You can observe also DXY. Some people, they just get lost in one market all the time. What is happening? We're forming a range at the key level. You can also look at the 1 hour. You see how we reject, we refuse to expand below this low. It's a key swing low since it's the one digging into the previous swing high, and we never expand below it, which will indicate lower prices. Now we had Trump speaking at 11, and now New York is coming. And we're just here forming a range, nothing special. 7, now 8. Remember the times I show you in the blog, the best times to trade from 8 to 10, 3 to 5 a.m., and 1 to 3. Here, we're forming the range, not much to do, and at 11:12 it was, I believe, we sweep all the highs, manipulation, while Trump is speaking. They use all the liquidity, all the volume to scare everyone, stop everyone who's trying to short. And now is when the real move will happen. And let's say that while this was happening, I was cooking, so I couldn't get in the exact high. But as soon as my alarm went off, I opened my phone and then I went to my computer and I went to check it. And for this news, you want to be on the lower time frame, so I was on the 1 minute. And what do? We sweep all the lows as well in AU. And I look specifically at this candle, the candle that digs and takes all the lows, this 1 minute candle. And what happens? We close above it, key candle, we touch it again, and here's where I enter. Now, if I was looking at it live, I would have entered as soon as I see this candle closing back inside the range. This would have been an entry, just when this candle opens. However, I wasn't live in the chart when it happened, so I had to manage to enter this. So I had to have a lower position size since this 26 pips stop loss I entered here. So it was about 30 pips. So I cannot have a crazy position size like if I enter here. You always need to be aware and use risk management. And this was a trade. It was so great. And then we just expand. Now, what else do you want to see for signs of bullishness? Close out of this high, breaking it truly. Now this high becomes a breaker. And we expand. You can see it as well in the XY. We break this low truly. And look where we retrace to. You see? All the FBGs bros, inverse FBG, all the ICT bros obsessed with FBGs, waiting for this FBG in premium, they get cooked. Why? Because of the breaker. and then we continue the expansion and we reach the target. This is a real move into the target. Very beautiful. Now regarding gold, here I was explaining it for my mentorship. So we already have it drawn. We can just look back at it. And again, we're bullish. Why are we bullish? Can remove this. We break. So I was looking this as a range. And then we had these equal highs here. What we do is we break them truly on Tuesday. How do I know we break them truly? Because of the 4 hour. Here we never dig well into the key level. Here we dig, we close, one close, two closes. High broken truly. What do I look for next? Continuation to all-time highs. Very simple, easy trade. You're not doing anything crazy. Plus DXY is bearish. So we know that gold is going to be bullish. And I had marked this daily FBG right here. And then to refine it, I marked the 4 hour FBG. A lot of people I know, they will have been fooled here, longing here. I was talking this in depth with my mentorship students. Because this was the low on the daily FBG. If you were trading this, right here, this was the daily FBG low. A lot of people would have been full longing here and then trying to long all this way. But just looking at the 1 hour, you see that we never close above this high. The high of the candle that dig into the key level, we reject it. Close back into the range. Now we have all this liquidity and we take it. And this was I had such a great entry on this trade. As soon as I saw the key candle closing above, after this candle, I entered here, stop loss at the low. Then I was looking for more confirmation that we're gonna go higher. What is it? Okay, key candle in the 15 minutes. Close above it. Looking to close above this high as well. More confirmation that we're bullish. Plus the 4 hour candle closing back inside this range of this candle, and then we got the expansion. It was super clean, the trade. And here we didn't have such a crazy reaction when Trump was speaking. It was here at 11. We just got this small retracement back into this whole range, and then we continued the expansion. It was super. Yeah, it was such a great entry. You can also look at the 1 minute market structure here at the low. Once we sweep it, it was very clean. So we sweep the low here. And you see, just looking at simple market structure, we dig back below this low. This is the 1 hour, 4 hour low that we made previously. Digging into the key level, and then once we close above this, you're pretty confident that the low is in. What else is this? Is the 15 minute KC. Then you have the 5 minute too earlier, and then we just expand. Look how we retrace back into it. There are so many lines right now. I always like to keep my chart clean, but look how clean this is. Look at it at the 5 minute. Random levels, no? It's coincidences of life. But yeah, these were the two trades and they were amazing. I I could have gone so much more in depth, but I didn't want to do a video of 1 hour. I tried to keep it, keep it in depth, but not too much that we spent here 1 hour and a half. Like, I just finished the mentorship live with my students like 1 hour ago. Here, we just finished it. We did 5 hours live. It was super valuable. We just finished it. Let me see, to show you that I'm not here lying. Come on, why is this? Yeah, you see it's at January at 9 p.m. January 25, and now it's 10. It's 1 hour later, and yeah, I'm so grateful how it's going. I truly believe I'm gonna change the life of everyone who is inside. We've done 20 lives so far, and it's going amazing. Today was the 22nd live. This was 21st, 20th. All the lives are here, recorded. They're so great. But yeah, I wanted to finish as well the video reading this tweet that I posted the other day that says, "He who masters himself is greater than he who conquers the city. To govern the self is to control the tempest of thoughts, the pull of desires, and the sway of emotions. The man who achieves self-mastery rises above external forces, for he is no longer ruled by impulse or circumstances. With discipline as his shield and wisdom as his guide, he transforms weakness into strength and chaos into harmony. True power is not found in dominance over others, but in dominion over oneself. Master self, and you shall conquer the world." And yeah, I hope you learn a lot from this video. I recommend you to join the Discord. It's the best community in the world. I also just started 75-day challenge. Today I'm in day 2. Here, put this hot woman picture. She got super viral on Twitter, this one. You see here Riz Bavara liking her pictures. But yeah, I recommend you joining the Discord. You have all the links in the description. You can also read as well on my website regarding my mentorship, and if you're interested, you can text me on Instagram. And yeah, I really hope you found value on this video. I hope you like it. I hope it made you a better trader. And I will see you all on the next videos. Bye bye.